Welcome into another installment of the Well Balanced Dad Diet. If you're watching on the YouTubes, I probably look like I'm in the exact same spot and same clothes, same everything that I was in the tool bag episode. And yes, that would be correct because I am. So if you're not watching and you're listening, then I'm exposed. I'm recording these back to back just because I got fired up and I'm like, I'm going to do another one. Why not? I'm an adult, I have adult time. Make these choices. Part 2, the Well Balanced Dad Diet. Do you dream to have success? I want you to picture two ladders. One with just a bunch of rungs, super close together. There's so many. It looks exhausting to climb up that ladder. Then I want you to look at another ladder with just rungs that are like really far apart in between where you can barely reach them. Gotta use all your strength to climb up. Which one are you gonna choose? Seriously, which one are you choosing? I'm gonna take the small one with the small steps. It might look a little bit more daunting, but I know I can do this because they're small. And you have to start somewhere, right? Welcome back to another one. You, like myself, you search for relatable content. It's easy to digest. You're not looking for another rah-rah motivational piece that you read pretty much everywhere. Another video, another YouTube video on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. That's just fake motivation. You look up these people, they haven't been through anything. They have no lived experience. And you're like, how the heck are you making motivational content? You're a good speaker. Heck, I could go make motivational content if I want. I'll just hit up ChatGPT. It doesn't work. It's not there. But if you're a parent, if you're a dad, and you're setting out to read each of these pieces, listening to their company podcast video that goes with them, you likely really want to improve and be better. And we should always be working to improve ourselves for our kids and those we care about most, our kids, our partner, our family, our friends, our work. Man, the Well Balanced Diet is a 12-part series of changes, ideas, and challenges for you as a father or parent to find some balance within the day-to-day craziness that is fatherhood. First and foremost, I want you and I to again admit there's no magic pill or formula or cheat code to being a dad, parent, or an excellent partner to our significant other. Sometimes we need a punch in the sometimes we want to punch in that cheat code, but there isn't one. There are no how-to guides on any of these things. If there was, that would be awesome. There's not. But this series is intended to give you tools in that tool bag talked about that you brought with you today, I hope. If not, go grab it real quick. I'll wait. Okay, I hope that was long enough. It's an imaginary tool bag, so it should have been pretty quick. You know, trying to give you the tools and things that I've learned from just brilliant people, other dads who have gone through their own journeys of growth, development, mental health, and other forms of adversity. There's no magic pill or formula, though. For you, in your situations, there's no cheat code. There's outlines, there's lived experience, there's things that you can relate to, but it's not going to be the exact same. You'd be like, man, that's close, but that's still different. That's close, though. It gives me an idea. It gives me a foundation. It gives me something to work with. Again, like I said in episode 1, first part of this, if this helps one person, it's all worth it. Every day, you wake up, you moan, you groan, you roll over, kiss your partner, or on those special days, you jump out of bed on your own, or on those super special days. My favorite, personally, is you got jumped on by your little humans, as their internal clocks is going off well before yours, and your physical one as well. So what's the first thing you do when you get out of bed? Your feet hit the ground. If you're anything like me, so I just got tired talking about bed. I'm like yawn and stuff, but you likely, take your dog out, let your dogs out, let your animals out. You go to the bathroom and you look in that mirror. When that reflection hits back in your eyes, are you happy with the person staring back at you? If you're listening to this right now and looking in a mirror, ask yourself, Or let me ask it for you. Am I happy with who's looking back at me? I'm looking into a camera, at a screen, at myself right now. There's a lot of parts of me that I can say yes. I'm really happy. 2 beautiful kids. I'm breathing. I'm another day above ground. I'm physically doing really well. Mentally, I'm doing well. Emotionally, I'm doing well. Co-parenting's going well. Things are going well right now. Work's going well. I'm excited. I'm loving it right now. Do I feel that way every day? Absolutely not. But I'm pretty happy with where I'm going. I'm pretty happy with who I see staring back at me. It's taken a lot of work to get here, and I'm really proud of myself. Are you proud of yourself? You should be. You got here. You got here to this point. You struggled. Maybe you've fallen down. That's okay. Let's get up. Take my hand. Jesus reached out in the water. When his disciples couldn't walk on water, he pulled them back into the boat. He didn't let them drown. I'm not going to let you drown. Come on. Let's get back up. Is that someone that's also looking back at you? Are you somewhere you want to be mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually? Are the mind, body, and soul all connecting how you want them to? If they aren't, I want to ask you to do one thing. Your first challenge this time around. I want you to ask yourself a question. Just one question. A one-word question. Why? That's it. That's the challenge. I want you to start questioning why you aren't where you want to be in these aspects of your life, and keep digging until you can't ask why anymore. When you ask why a lot, you begin to live a more intentional life in everything you do, and you slowly realize the areas where you might care too much and should, and where you might not show enough of that care that you need to be. When you're asking why, it's not really a question, but it's more of an evaluation point. It's like a check mark, a checkpoint. Why aren't you where you want to be? I need you. Your kids need you. Your partner needs you. Your friends need you. Your family needs you. Ask why and be more present. Be more intentional. Be there in every single moment. Be fully there. I want you to go moment to moment. Nothing more. Stop thinking 20 steps ahead. Stop thinking about 6 o'clock tonight. Stop thinking about tomorrow. Focus here and now. Focus on you listening and reading these. Fully give into that moment. Give into those feelings. Give into that emotion. Give into, why am I a bad partner? Why do I mess up? Why am I struggling? Really stop and think. Have that moment. Starts to get emotional. Put a hand over your heart. Put both hands over your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Find your breath. Let it out. If it's tears, if it's emotion, let it out. It's your second challenge here. Moment to moment is a small step. I need you to take. We need you to take. Slow down. It's okay. You'll be okay. If the house is messy, that mess is going to be there later. But you know what that means? Like when you take a step back and you look at that mess, it means your kids were playing and they had fun. They enjoyed playing with these toys you got them. It's okay. Laundry didn't get done. All the chores aren't getting done. Man, I wonder why. Oh, I know. Maybe you spent more time with your partner. You spent more time out of the house, being active and present. Maybe you're with your kids more. Maybe you did something outside. Maybe you went to the gym. Maybe you went on a walk. Maybe you did something for you. Who knows? It's okay. It's just laundry. What's more important, the laundry or quality time with your partner that you never know is going to run out? You don't know when the last moment's going to be. Heaven forbid, God forbid, or God allowing. But what's more important? Your kids making a big mess, getting all the toys out, having fun with them, you having to clean them up, or that they had fun. Or is that laundry and scrubbing the toilet so much more important than sitting down with your partner who you realize you haven't really sat down with them in a couple weeks and talked to them? Man, how are they doing? Kyle Carnahan, episode 20 of the Young Dad podcast, he said he takes every day. He sends his wife messages every day. Good morning messages, appreciation messages, every single day. Every single day, he looks at her. He gets weird, as he called it. I think it's an amazing thing to do. Looks at her and just says, I love you. I'm so appreciative of you. You're amazing. I love you. Just gets weird, gets sappy, gets lovey, gets dovey. In front of his kids, in front of his 5 kids. And if you've never seen Kyle, he's yoked. He's absolutely ripped. But he takes that moment to love, to show love, appreciation. He slows down. He's in that moment. He's living with intention. When you start to do the same thing, you start to smell the roses. Honestly, you smell the roses. You smell the warmth in the air. You smell colors. I mean, you see the color in life. Things get brighter. You see the smiles. You create memories that you may have rushed through before. Your perspective starts to change and you start to change in a person. It's a really beautiful thing. Another challenge here. If you feel down, inadequate, or like you're failing, or you're not enough, first ask why. And on top of that, I think it's time for a self-check-in. Are you okay right now? Do I need to talk to someone? If you're feeling that down, that negative self-talk, the likely answer is yes. Like I said just a few moments ago, don't bury those feelings. Don't run for them. Don't keep them at a distance. Own up. Own them like you own your own car, your home, your material possession. Own them like you do when you make a mistake, and take complete and intentional responsibility for not being okay and when you need to talk to someone. Remember, it ain't weak to speak. If you're in a healthy relationship and your partner, if you're in a healthy relationship with your partner, guess what? They want to be that person for you. They should be. If maybe not as great as it should be right now, I guarantee they're still going to be there for you. They love you. They're there. Want to help you. Maybe this is the thing that brings you back together. I don't know. It could be. If you're not partnered, talk to a family member, friend, or anyone you know who's going to listen to you and give you the support that you need. Whether it's talking about it, giving you space, or giving you a distraction. Let it out. Take care of yourself. Dig a little deeper. Touch a little bit deeper. Now, so far we've touched on mental, emotional. We haven't touched on the spiritual yet or the physical, really. And this area is going to be different for everyone. It might come from a connection with a religion in the Bible or other religious text. For others, it might come from a deepened belief in the universe, the power of manifestation, and the natural healing powers of the world. Those do exist. Personally, for me, I was raised with the Bible, developing a relationship with Christ as my Savior and turning my life over to Him. I carried the faith as a Christian. I would happily share my faith and some of these core beliefs with you. If interested, contact me. Plenty of ways to do that. go over to ballboymedia.com and you'll find it. Very easy. However, if you find yourself like spiritually, if you're spiritual, love that. I think that's awesome. I think there is so much power in this universe, and there's so much healing properties and things within the universe that you can rely on and believe in. I truly do. I truly believe that as well. You're going to get out of it what you put into it, though, regardless. So wherever you lie with the spiritual side of life, I fully support you. As long as you feel like you're getting the most out of it as an individual, I challenge you to ask why. Possibly explore new options. Find what's best for you if it's not working. Look other places. Take it from the guy who grew up LDS Mormon. For a lot of his life, I'm no longer affiliated with that. It wasn't for me. That's okay. It's not for everyone. For some, it's not for me. It's totally okay. Alright, so now we've covered the mental, the emotional, the spiritual, the mind, and the soul. I gotta talk about the body. Your beautiful bodies. That's weird. I shouldn't have said that. Anyways, you're beautiful. You're great. I love you. Get it, bro. Slay King. I love physical activity. I've dedicated time, money to this aspect of my life, so I've seen changes in my mindset, my clarity, my thought process, ability to move, how I feel regularly, and I feel great. Don't hear what I'm not saying. I want you to be physically active, but that doesn't mean you have to go to a gym, get a spending gym membership, or transform your garage. If you're physically at a high level, build on that. Keep going. Keep going. But what if you're on the other end of the spectrum? What if you're nowhere near there? Just start small. See? You gotta now start small steps. Remember, small steps. How small? Go on a walk. 20, 30 minutes outside around the block. Take the stroller, grab the dog, grab the family, and walk. Leave the phone, walk. That's it. Get outside. Disconnect, get active. We all need you to start where you are. Start where you are, meet yourself where you're at. Don't try and go meet that version of yourself that's 21, fit, active. You're probably hotter now. You're a dad. You got a dad body. Probably way hotter now anyways. But you're not that same person anymore. And if you try to do that, you're probably going to wake up tomorrow probably not feeling great. Probably not feeling great. Trust me, I know. I've been there. That use, probably gone. Meet your worker today. Listen to your body. Do what feels good to you now. Do the exercise and activities that you enjoy. And most importantly, have fun doing. If you have fun throwing a ball for the dog, go throw that ball. Go walk that dog. Ultimately, when you find a few things that help you get active, you find a version of yourself that is less stress, has fewer worries, more focus, and most importantly, more present. To bring this back to myself, because it's my writing and my recording, what have I done? Probably asking hope he's not talking just, with his ass from the hole in the ground or something. I don't know. But no, I'm not. A couple things that I've done personally is I used the Zero app, not a sponsor, but it helps me keep track of my 16-8 intermittent fasting. So I fast for 16 hours a day. I have an 8-hour eating window. I don't love vegetables, so I decided to supplement a greens powder. That as a drink, it adds those nutrients and vitamins that I was getting from eating greens. From not eating greens, since I'm not really fond of the texture and things like that. I use Bucked Up mixed berry. I love it. I think it's delicious. Again, not a sponsor. They should be. I'm gonna reach out actually and try to get them to sponsor the show. I go to the gym 3 to 5 times a week. I use a sauna at the gym for at least an hour a week. And I try to cold plunge for about 10 to 12 minutes a week as well. Again, it's given me results in the short term. Since then, I've been calmer, warmer, more relaxed, focused, and present with my kids. I personally found a level that I wasn't at previously. I can give more of myself to my kids. I'm working on the best version of myself. And that's the point. That's the whole point. Again, remember, what works for me might not work for you. Maybe intermittent fasting isn't going to work for you. Maybe greens powder, that doesn't really sound like your thing. There's different things you can do. If you're curious, I have some great people I can refer you to. Great people that I can refer you to that will be more than willing to have that conversation with you. Again, head over to the website, slide over to Instagram. Hit the show notes. I'll send you over to someone that I know. Remember, just remember that place. Start small. Started with the gym, added in the fasting, added in the greens. Now all these things are a part of my daily blueprint. What's yours going to look like? And most importantly, what are you waiting for? Let's get started. Oh, promise, we're almost there. We're almost there. One last little thing to talk about here. This is a quote. I don't even know if it's a quote. I don't know who it's from, but remember to fill your cup because you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't be that fantastic father, parent, or partner that you want to be and that everyone deserves if you're not working on being that person. If you aren't taking the time to pour into your cup to grow and to heal, to work on yourself and mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, you can't be that person if you don't put that effort in on your end. No way at all. You aren't going to miss out. You aren't going to lose your family. You doing these things for you, working on yourself, man, the benefits, I'm telling you, they outweigh the worry of the hour or two that you're going to, sacrifice to work on you. It's going to be worth it. I promise you. They deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. I promise you do. The moral of the story here, pour into your cup for once. Please. The benefits outweigh your fears, excuses, and doubts. Start with small steps. Ask yourself why. Ask why. Ask if you're okay. Talk to the people you love and trust. Feed your soul what it wants, religion or spirituality in some other form. Get your body right. Take the leaps of faith and take a chance on yourself for them. All right, that's the meat and potatoes of everything. I want to give you guys a few things in each area that could help. Again, these are on the blog piece at blogboymedia.com. You can find it there. It's all going to be categorized under the Young Dad blogs, and you're going to want to find these small steps. But, mentally, some things that you can do. Read a book, one per month. Have a budget, stick to it. Cut your screen time down from 25% to 33%. Work on building that up over time. Meditation. All great things. Paint. Be artistic. Be creative. These are all great things for your mentality. I'm going to add that one in, actually. I just thought of that. Next, emotionally. Talk therapy. Write in a journal. Cry. No, I'm dead ass serious. I'm dead serious. Go cry. Get that energy out of your body. Release those feelings. Feeling like you want to do it, put those hands over your heart and let it out, man. It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Lastly, for emotionally self-care, talk to someone, find a distraction, take your space and your time to process things as you need to. Spiritually, uplifting music, read a book on the kind of spirituality you want to explore, read a faith-based book, Bible, Quran, or other similar religious texts, pray, meditate, go to church, go to a religious practice, go to a service, whatever works for you. Physically, and again, these are my personal suggestions to you. A lot of these things are what works for me. It might not work for you. Cut artificial out of your diet. Add more supplements to get the vitamins your body might be lacking. If you really need to and you're able to, get your blood work done so you can see exactly what you need to change and what you might be missing. Walking, running, gym, some activity, 30 minutes, 3 to 5 times a week. Diet changes. Greens. Get some more leafy greens, powder, real greens. Cut the sugar, red meat, gluten, and dairy as needed. But especially cut your sugar intake way down. You like your coffee with a lot of creamer? Time to cut that creamer, baby. It's gonna suck, but you're gonna thank me later. Lastly, a gallon of water per day. When your body's hydrated, you feel great. I promise. It's worth it. I promise it's worth it. And that's small steps. You got this. You got this. Now go back. Imagine those ladders again. One with the really big rungs that looks like it might get you to the top faster, or the one with all the little rungs. That looks like a lot of work, a lot of effort. But you're going to go up that so fast. Which one are you choosing? I would choose the little one. Maybe that's just me. But I want the small steps. What do you want?